Hi. Recently, the Israeli District Court made an important ruling regarding the entry and actually deportation of Ukrainians that are seeking asylum in Israel. As you know, since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, more than 20,000 Ukrainian citizens arrived in Israel. Some are eligible for Aliyah according to the law of return. Others have first-degree relatives and can come to Israel freely. But there's also a group of asylum seekers that have fled from Ukraine, mostly go to neighboring countries such as Poland or Moldova, Romania, but there are those that also have arrived to Israel. Among them, there is a number of a few hundred that their entry was refused because the Israeli immigration authorities are afraid that they've just come here to stay for the long term, and maybe were not even really asylum seekers, so their entry was refused and they were sent back to where they came from. Just recently, there was an important case that reached the district court in which the judge, Her Honor Michal Agmon Gonen, made a few important decisions regarding under what circumstances the Israeli immigration authorities can actually deport these Ukrainian asylum seekers. So the case was a mother and a minor child, and they were actually put on a plane, refused to be deported. The case was denied by the appeals tribunal, reached the district court, and the decision was that first of all, any asylum seeker that's about to be deported has the right to talk to a lawyer, and the immigration authorities need to tell them in writing that they can meet a lawyer. The second thing is that the deportation needs to be done only after 48 hours. So for 2 days they have the opportunity to meet a lawyer, to make an appeal. Also, if minor children are involved, the Court of Appeals, the appeal tribunal, needs to hear the child and also make the decision according to what is called the principle of the good of the child, to take his or her interest into consideration. Even if the appeal is rejected by the appeals tribunal, another 48 hours need to be given before deportation in order to give a chance to appeal again to the district court. So this is a very important decision by the Israeli District Court regarding how Ukrainian refugees can or cannot be deported from Israel. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us.